It's a cat girl. Goddamn loser. You know I'm not a loser. You know I'm not a loser. Dude, how you? Josh, stop. Josh, stop. Ow!
Jack Doherty humiliated the Island Boys and Joshua Block on his stream. And this is not the first time. Several times Jack Doherty has humiliated the Island Boys and Joshua Block. Because Jack Doherty knows the Island Boys and Joshua Block have a small audience, he uses them for his own profit. But what's wrong with that? Now Jack Doherty is becoming a meme on the internet. People are calling him Meme Doherty. Like here, you can see one post saying, "Day 201 of sharing a potato pic until I have more followers than Jack Doherty. Follow me on this journey as we work together to achieve this goal." So actually, whenever I come to social media and see that, I thought it needed to be shared with you. Like, is a potato really more popular than Jack Doherty? Oh my god. Not only that, you can even see some people saying Lamine Yamal is literally the Jack Doherty of football. So Jack Doherty is now the symbol of a meme. But what Jack Doherty is doing, using others on his stream for humiliation and as objects for views, is totally shady. Let's see in this video how Jack Doherty recklessly humiliated the Island Boys and Joshua Block. So, as you know, the Island Boys are people who are basically homeless, and Jack Doherty knows it's a chance to humiliate them on stream and get content out of it. Because the Island Boys might be desperate just to get one dinner or lunch from Jack Doherty, who knows if they even get proper meals every day. So whenever Jack calls them to hang out with him, they don't even think for a second. They probably thank God that Jack Doherty called them. But let's take a look at the kind of reckless activity and chaos they created on Jack Doherty's stream. It's like Jack hired some gangster or mafia type guys to cause chaos, and Jack is actually getting content out of this kind of shady behavior.
Hey, where's Sam Freak at? Yeah. It's a cat girl. Alright, man. Thank you, bro. What is he doing? Huh? You don't blow I do. You call me a loser.
Exactly. He was totally right. You are a loser, Fly Soldier. Because if you weren't a loser, then why would you hang out with Jack Doherty and take part in this kind of reckless behavior toward others? And guys, do you really think they're doing that out of their own will? No, Jack probably told them, if you don't do that, then you won't get a single meal. I have a contract with you. Maybe that's why they act like that. And look closely, you can see Jack Doherty standing far away, while his bodyguard is just 10 centimeters behind him. That's because Jack is scared someone might attack him.
Who said something first? I'm not gonna you. Fucking go. Oh, it's the Island Boy. Let's go. It's like cat girl. None of you guys saw him. Yo, can we get a pic? Yo, that's one. Why are you chilling with the Island Boys? I don't know. Hey. Yo, what's good, my boy? Hey, bro. Hey, listen. Hey, listen. I know you just got the highlight of your mind, but I'm just but you know I'm not a damn loser. You know I'm not a loser. You know I'm not a loser. Dude, how you?
So this kind of shady thing is actually possible from the Island Boys, and Jack Doherty knows that. That's why he keeps hiring the Island Boys on his streams every few days. Whatever they do, whether it's chaotic behavior in the streets or just carrying Jack Doherty's stuff around his house.
Alright. Chris, I hope you're See ya. See ya, big dog.
That's exactly why Jack always calls them back. And the sad part is, the Island Boys don't even realize it anymore, because they've lost all sense of shame. They've basically sold that too. Now, it's not just the Island Boys that Jack Doherty humiliates or uses. He also uses Joshua Block for his own views. Like here, you can see another video where Jack Doherty turns Joshua Block into a laughingstock, a literal joke on his stream. And I know Joshua Block is an autistic streamer, but still, how reckless and shady can Jack Doherty be, using someone's condition just to get more content?
I would never take your watch. Josh, if Jack wanted the Rolex back, would you give it back to him?
No, it's my property.
I would never ask for it back, Josh. I would never ask for it back.
Yeah, I can't.
Said no, it's my
give
property.
It back unless I have to approve of it.
I want it back.
Bob.
But sometimes, Jack Doherty actually gets a lesson for his own mistakes. Like here, you can see how Jack Doherty tried to influence Joshua Block and purposely made him angry, just to get a shady reaction for content. But later, you can also see how Joshua Block bit Jack with his teeth, forcing Jack to bandage his arm afterward. It was almost like nature's revenge against Jack Doherty for all the things he's done.
He broke my ball.
Why do people treat me so bad?
Josh.
Why?
Josh, chill.
Ah!
Josh, chill. No. Josh, chill. No, you're gonna break your phone. Relax.
You TikTok! It's all your fault! Versal, I don't care!
Josh, stop.
Josh, stop.
Jack Doherty actually deserved that. He made the stream reckless and turned Joshua Block into an object of laughter, something for people to mock. So, what happened to Jack Doherty was completely deserved. Now, of course, I never hope anyone ends up in this kind of situation, but this whole thing was fully caused and influenced by Jack himself. He created that toxic environment for content, so he should be held accountable for it. What happened here was simply the result of Jack Doherty's own action, something he truly brought upon himself.
Oh my god. Oh my
I thought I was biting my own arm.
god. Oh my
Josh, look what you did!
Am I okay?
That was not nice.
I got bit last night too.
It's okay.
I want to go home to Italy!
Okay.
I hate this country!
Josh, give me your phone. Stop it. Stop.
Josh, stop. Josh, relax.
You're big, Jack, Josh.
Yo, I got big.
Go, Dad. Go get it. I have a baby shot.
So what actually happened here is a lesson for Jack Doherty, to not use anyone to make this type of shady content. If you've seen from the beginning, Jack Doherty made Josh Block angry and tried to use him as content or make him an object of jokes, but it actually turned into a serious matter as you've seen. And honestly, today Jack Doherty is so hated by people only because of this kind of behavior, nothing else. So guys, what do you think? Don't you think what happened was deserved by Jack Doherty? Let me know your opinion. So, if Jack Doherty keeps showing this kind of shady behavior, like first creating chaos and then hiding behind his bodyguard, it's actually a sign of destruction for him. Jack Doherty is almost destroying himself, and one day he might even end up homeless like the Island Boys. Who knows? He could face an even worse situation if he keeps acting this recklessly. And honestly, no one really wants to connect with him anymore. Most of the people you see around Jack Doherty, his crew and staff, are just there by coincidence or for short-term work, nothing more.
Why we moved to California and LA with Jack Doherty was because RTV, he left to do his own thing. Me and Ricky were like, all right, we got to figure out like what are we doing? And then we wanted like more people doing the same thing around us. So we're like, all right, who else really does it? No one really around Florida. And we're like, oh, Jack Doherty. He invited us to go move into the house, and we're like, seems like a good thing to do. We did it.
So the people Jack Doherty brings around, you might think they're there by their own choice, but no. Some of them just need money, and others end up there by coincidence. And if Jack Doherty keeps up this same shady behavior and tactics, the day isn't far when he'll lose everyone. No one will stand by him, not even his bodyguard. So guys, what do you think about this situation? Don't you think this is karma slowly catching up to Jack Doherty? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and as always, stay tuned, because the truth never hides for long.